I'd like to share my tale. I'm still scratching my head, trying to understand what might drive someone to act in such a way. I didn't directly ask, as I found myself suddenly uninterested in conversing, but let me take it from the top. To start, here's a bit about me. I've spent 3 decades steering the ship as the head honcho of a department in a major retail outfit. I'm all about self-care, fragrance, barbershop, the whole shebang. And I'm pretty tight with sports too. Women? Never lacking in my life, though I'd never really chased after relationships until I crossed paths with one particular lady. One evening, there I was in a restaurant, grabbing a bite, when I spotted this charming blonde at the table next to mine, sipping on a martini solo. It was just a typical weekday, not too late into the night. Her demeanor was respectable, and everything about her screamed that she was merely unwinding after a hectic day at work, rather than seeking any escapades. I can't put my finger on it, but something nudged me, so I casually took my coffee over to her. Her name turned out to be Luna. Like me, she was entrenched in the corporate space, holding down a respectable gig. Today had simply been overwhelming, and she needed a breather. Our chat began with work, but ventured into more personal territory soon enough, and she really captivated me. Besides being a drop-dead gorgeous lady, she was also sharp and had a great sense of humor. Pretty soon we became inseparable. Soon we were living under the same roof with her. For some strange reason, this arrangement seemed more convenient to me. Everything was going smoothly, and I was already thinking about the long-term future. And then, as if out of nowhere, a problem arose. Luna's role required her to make business trips to the capital. It so happens that we live about 500 kilometers from the hustle and bustle of the capital. To be honest, it doesn't seem like much. She's pretty calm. We don't have kids, and she has a great car, so she gets around the city easily. If it has to happen, then it has to happen. Even now, looking back, I realize that I should have been more careful then. But at that time, nothing aroused my suspicions. Then, out of the blue, Luna calls me and says, "Jaden, I'm on a business trip, and I can't seem to find my car keys. Have you seen them?" "No, I haven't," I replied. "Well, time's short. I'll grab a spare keychain. If you happen to find it, just drop me a line. That's all for now. I'm sending you a kiss." With that, she was off. Later that evening, I reached for some sneakers tucked away in the far corner of the hallway, and lo and behold, there was her missing keychain nestled inside one of them. It wasn't exactly hard to spot. A long golden piece that glimmered with sparkling stones, just the kind of thing that tends to catch a girl's fancy. "Why didn't you warn me earlier, in case something went wrong?" I went around the house, but there was no car in sight. There were several other houses opposite our house. Having searched the nearby houses to no avail, I decided to check if the car was parked in someone else's place. And then I began to have doubts. I noticed Luna's bright red car parked at the third house. Can you imagine the state I was in? Having no idea, I left the keys hanging at home. What a classic love drama, right? But, understand, later, through mutual friends, I found out that her secret lover was none other than her classmate's father. What do you think about it? I'm still puzzled as to why she went down this path. Our intimate life was dynamic and satisfying. I was by no means ugly, and from a financial point of view, everything was fine with us. What else did she want? Or perhaps what was my role in all this? I would partly understand if it were the other way around, but an affair with a respected older man simply defies logic. There are more unsolved mysteries than you can imagine. To top it all off, she didn't feel the need to reach out, make a phone call, or even type a text message to explain herself. We broke up quickly, although for a couple of months she called me almost every day and asked for a meeting. I remained adamant.